Let's take up structural representation of organic compounds. We will take up complete, condensed and bond line structural formula of organic compound. First we are taking graphical formula of ethane. Here carbon is linked with one carbon atom with single bond. It is forming three single bonds with three hydrogen atom. So valency of carbon is 4, and in all organic compounds carbon will be tetravalent, that is its valency will be 4. This carbon also is forming single bond with other carbon atom and three single bonds with three hydrogen atom. Valency of this carbon is also 4. This compound is called ethane. Why it is called ethane? Because it has two carbon atoms. Whenever we have two carbon atoms, we'll write ETH as prefix. And whenever we have single bonds only and it is hydrocarbon, we will write ANE, because this compound belongs to the family of alkanes, which are saturated hydrocarbons which have only single bond. In this compound, there is a double bond between carbon and carbon. This carbon is linked with two hydrogen atoms, making this carbon tetravalent. Here, this carbon is also linked with double bond and two hydrogen atoms with single bond, making it tetravalent. Here it is double bonded carbon, therefore this compound is called ethene. It belongs to the family of alkenes. ETH we will always write whenever we have two carbon atoms. And if there is double bond, we'll write ENE, ethene, because this belongs to alkene homologous series. This compound is called ethyne. Why? Because there is triple bond. So it belongs to the family of alkynes. This carbon has formed triple bond with this carbon and one single bond with hydrogen. So it becomes tetravalent. This carbon also forms triple bond with this carbon and single bond with hydrogen. So carbon is tetravalent. So this compound is ethyne. It is also unsaturated hydrocarbon because it contains triple bond. Like ethene. Ethene was having double bond, that was unsaturated. It contains triple bond, this is also unsaturated. Means unsaturated hydrocarbons are those which contain double bond and triple bond. So ethene and ethyne both are unsaturated. Next example, we take up methanol. This is one carbon atom linked with three hydrogen and one oxygen with single bond. Carbon becomes tetravalent. Oxygen is divalent, so it is forming two bonds, one with hydrogen, one with carbon. Hydrogen is monovalent, is forming single bond with oxygen. Whenever we have got this OH group, we call it alcohol, and suffix used will be OL. Why we write methane? Because there is one carbon atom and one carbon atom, and if there had not been any OH group, if this should have been methane, and now there is OH group, so E of methane we have removed and put it OL, it becomes methanol. This is also structural formula of methanol, in which lone pair on oxygen have not been shown. Next we are taking more examples. 3-methyl octane can be represented in various forms. This is the first form. This we write CH3 because carbon is attached to 3 hydrogen atom and one bond it is forming with this carbon. This is CH2 because this carbon is forming bond with this carbon and with 2 hydrogen atom. This is CH because this carbon is forming bond with this carbon and this carbon. So it is attached with one hydrogen forming single bond. This carbon is CH2 because it is forming bonds with two more carbon atoms. So wherever we have two CH2, they are forming two bonds with carbon atom on both sides and two bonds with hydrogen. Last carbon will form three hydrogen bonds with hydrogen because it is linked with only one carbon. Total number of carbon atoms are 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Therefore, this is parent compound is octane. This counting will start from this side 1, 2, 3. Why? Because this carbon which is attached to methyl group should get the minimum number. So this is 3-methyl octane. 3 because methyl group is attached to third carbon. Methyl because CH3 is derived from CH4 by removing one hydrogen. Octane because parent chain contains 8 carbon atoms. For 8 we write octane. We can write in this manner also CH3, CH2, CH, CH3, CH2, 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 CH3. This we can convert into bond line formula. Here we have converted into bond line formula. This is the first position, first carbon, second position, second carbon, third position, third carbon, and this shows methyl group. This is fourth carbon, fifth carbon, sixth carbon, seventh carbon, and eighth carbon. These two are terminal carbons, and this is branch chain methyl group. So total number of carbon atoms are 8, and here we have got methyl group at third position, so we can read it as 3-methyl octane. Now here remember, each corner represents carbon atom. These corners are representing carbon atoms. Each line represents bond. Here we have single bonds, so these lines are representing single bonds. And hydrogen are understood, means this carbon will have 3 hydrogen, this carbon will have 3 hydrogen, and all remaining carbon atom will have CH2, except this will have CH because it is attached to 3 carbon, and this corner will also have CH3. This is the way of reading bond line formula, or how to convert a given compound into bond line formula. Various ways of representing 2-bromobutane. This is one way of representing. Here we have CH3 because it is linked with 1 carbon and 3 hydrogen. Here we have CH because it is linked with 2 carbon, 1 hydrogen and 1 bromine. And here we have CH2 because this is linked with 2 carbon and 2 hydrogen. Terminal carbon always have CH3 because it is linked with 1 carbon and 3 hydrogen. So this compound is called 2-bromobutane because this carbon is second. We have to start counting from the direction so that this carbon which is attached to Br should get the minimum number. This 2-bromobutane. This is another way of representing is CH3, CH, Br, CH2. Here we have CH2 and this is CH3. So this is another way of representing 2-bromobutane. Third way is with the help of bond line. This represents carbon atom which is CH3. This represents carbon atom which is CH attached to Br, and this carbon is CH2. This carbon is CH3. So second carbon bromo group is attached. We call it 2-bromo. Count the carbon atom 1, 2, 3, 4. It is 2-bromobutane, and this bond line formula of 2-bromobutane. This is structural formula in the form of bond line for 2-bromobutane. This is the condensed structural formula of 2-bromobutane. Now we are taking cyclic compounds. In cyclic compound, the bond line formula are made like this. Cyclopropane has 3 carbon atoms, and each carbon is linked to 2 carbons. This carbon is linked to 2 carbons. This carbon is also linked to 2 carbons. So each carbon is linked to 2 carbon. It means each carbon needs 2 hydrogen so that they become tetravalent. So each carbon is linked with 2 hydrogen to make it tetravalent. There are 3 carbon atoms in total. We call it propane. Why we call it propane? Because there are single bonds only. Because it's a cyclic compound, so we call it cyclopropane. It can be represented by bond line formula with the help of triangle. Now in chemistry, it is not a triangle. It represents cyclopropane. Each corner represents carbon atom. Each line represents single bond. And hydrogen are understood, and here each carbon is having 2 hydrogen. Same way we write cyclopentane. In cyclopentane we have 5 carbon atoms which are at the corners of the pentagon. Each carbon is having 2 hydrogen to make them tetravalent, and this can be represented by pentagon, means there are 5 carbon atoms, 5 single bonds between carbon and carbon, and each carbon is forming 2 single bonds with hydrogen atoms. So if we take condensed structural formula or molecular formula of this compound is C5H10, which is same as that of alkenes. Here also it is C3H6, which is same as that of alkenes. So alkenes and cycloalkanes have same general formula CnH2n. This is chlorocyclohexane. One of the carbon is linked with Cl, so instead of CH2 it will become CH. Other carbon are CH2, 5 carbon are CH2, So in bond line formula, we write in hexagon, hexagon representing cyclohexane, and one carbon is linked to Cl. So this is called chlorocyclohexane. More accurately, we can call it 1-chlorocyclohexane. Why we call it 1-chloro? Because this carbon will be counted as 1. So 1-chlorocyclohexane is the correct IUPAC name of this compound. Next, we are taking three-dimensional representation of organic molecules. Now, this is wedge dash formula of methane. Here we have got dashed wedge, which represents bond away from the observer. This is three-dimensional representation, so this will be away from the observer, away from you. If you view from this side, so it will be away from you. This is solid wedge which is towards the observer. Suppose we are observing from this side, so this will be towards you, this will be away from you. And these two bonds are in the plane of the paper. So this is the way of writing wedge dash representation of methane with the help of solid wedge and dashed wedge, and these are thick lines which are presenting the bonds in the plane of the paper. Next, we are taking molecular models, and this molecular model is of methane. Here, this black ball represents carbon atom. This green ball represents hydrogen atom. So, one carbon is linked with four hydrogen atoms. This is one hydrogen, second hydrogen, third hydrogen, and fourth hydrogen is at the back, which is visible slightly. So, here the shape of this methane will be tetrahedral and bond angle will be 109.5 degree. So this is space filling model of methane.